Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today to talk about something that happened in Major League Baseball last night, a bench clearing. Usually I don't talk about bench clearings, but I want to talk about this one because I want to tell everybody why it happened and my thoughts about it. And by the way, before I continue, hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. Helps the channel grow. I want this channel to grow, so go ahead and do that. But so last night the rematch of the 2017 World Series, it was in Houston, Dodgers versus Astros. A lot of people were paying asterisks on that Houston Astros World Series because they cheated, and basically those two teams teed off and faced each other in I think it's a quick 2-game series. Well, Joe Kelly they put him in. Joe Kelly, who was not on the Dodgers at the time, he was on the Red Sox, a team that lost to the Astros that year in the ALDS, and he basically was throwing at the batters. Every batter up there, he was throwing at. No warnings were given until after the end of that inning when Joe Kelly struck out George Springer. He went ahead and gave him. He kind of acted out. Joe Kelly kind of made some faces towards him and caused a bench clearing. And then warnings were given. If you haven't heard, Joe Kelly got an 8-game suspension. And I disagree with that. And the reason why I disagree with that is because I think anybody who played the Astros in 2017, who, for instance, the Yankees, the Dodgers, or the Red Sox in the playoffs and felt like they were robbed of the opportunity to go ahead and possibly compete for a World Series, even though I do think the Red Sox would have still lost to the Astros, even if they weren't cheating. I feel like anybody on any of those three teams has every right to go ahead and plunk batters. And listen, if you're a cheater, once a cheater, always a cheater. Major League Baseball is a game that polices itself. And I don't think this is going to be the only time. I think the Yankees are going to go after the Astros some, plunking them. I won't be surprised if the Red Sox do the same thing, maybe even a few other teams. Not a lot of major leaguers respect the Houston Astros and what they stand for. And I don't blame Joe Kelly one bit. I really don't. Usually I will condone dumb actions like that. I always think Joe Kelly was a bit of a goofball. But I mean, I can't really go ahead and attack Joe Kelly for his actions. I think they were warranted, and he's going to be serving an 8-game suspension. And listen, that's a big time. That is a big time suspension. He's one of the better relievers. 8 games in a 60-game season. I mean, that's about 13% of the season. So that's a big time suspension. So it's unfortunate, but I really feel like Joe Kelly. I don't think he was in the wrong in that. I'm okay with anybody who was affected by the Houston Astros in 2017 to go ahead and plunk batters. I really do if you're a pitcher. But that's basically my opinion on it. Two other quick notes. The ACC has released their new schedule. I like it. 10 conference games. And then they're going to have one out conference game. So the ACC is going to be playing in a 11-game schedule, 10 conference, and 1 non-con. No divisions this year in the ACC. It's going to be 1 through 15. So the worst team is going to be 15th place. And then the top 2 teams will play an ACC championship game, which I like. And we're still getting that Clemson-Notre Dame game because Notre Dame's going to caucus with the ACC this year. And they will have a shot to win an ACC title. That's an interesting thing right there. But I gotta admit, it doesn't look that bad. Our top 25, the McD Sports 4 top 25 preseason pool is going to be released August 1st, this Saturday. So look out for that. That's probably going to be my next video. I actually already have the top 25 done. I just got to go ahead and film it. But basically, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think a Pac-12, especially a Pac-12 and a Big Ten team, deserves to be in the playoffs because they're playing no non-con games. It's a 10-game season. It might even be a 9-game season for the Big Ten, even though I'm hearing 10 games. But I'm going to be honest with you. I have Ohio State in my top 4 in the preseason, but that's going to be changing because I think the Big 12 and SEC, they're playing the normal schedule. Granted, they're switching out some opponents because of the Big 10 and the Pac-12 and not doing their no non-con, and the ACC erased all their non-con games as well, but they're allowing everybody to play one non-con game. And I think that's your last game of the season, or at some point, maybe your first game of the season. But if you're in the ACC, and basically they're starting the season in week 2, so it will be week 2 of college football when the ACC starts. So we'll see what happens. But I'm fired up for college football. I know I came out here saying that I don't think it's going to happen. I am starting to change my mind. I think we might see it. I really do. But we'll see what happens. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. I always like hearing from y'all. Thanks for watching. McD the Beast signing off.